Everybody. Constable Steve Addison, Vancouver Police Department Media Relations Unit. First thing I'll talk to you about today is an arrest and charge that was laid in regards to a sex assault that occurred in Vancouver last week. And then I'll take some questions and update on any other stories or incidents you want to talk about. The Vancouver Police has arrested a 33-year-old Vancouver man, and that man has been charged with one count of sexual assault for an incident that occurred last week in downtown Vancouver. VPD Sex Crimes Unit investigators launched an investigation last week after a report of a sexual assault occurred. Based on the investigation, a suspect was identified. That suspect was named Alexander Varfolomeev, a 33-year-old man from Vancouver. That man was arrested yesterday and has since been charged with one count of sexual assault. Based on our investigation, we believe that Mr. Varfolomeev was self-employed, and he was working as a masseuse and using an internet app called Soothe to book clients. He would then go to clients' homes and provide massage services. Mr. Varfolomeev was released on bail following his arrest with court conditions, and one of those conditions is that he's prohibited from providing massage or physical therapy to members of the public. Does anybody have any questions on that?
Just because he was working with this app, are there any concerns that there are other victims out there that maybe have not been?
So this individual has been charged with one count of sexual assault. We always encourage anybody who is the victim of a crime or who has information about a crime to come forward to report it to us so that we can properly investigate. If there's anybody else out there who has information, we welcome them to give us a call and we can investigate.
Have you worked with the app? Have you got in touch with them? Are they aware?
Our investigators have been working with the company, with Soothe, and they've been cooperative with us. My understanding is this individual is no longer going to be This individual is no longer going to be working with that app, or vice versa. The app is no longer going to use this person as a massage therapist.
And you mentioned last week, any specifics on the day of the week, and if that individual has had other clients since then?
Okay, so the alleged sexual assault occurred on the 14th of August. The arrest occurred yesterday, which was the 20th of August.
Was it reported on the 14th?
I believe it was reported to us sometime afterwards. Yes, I can't say the exact date that it was reported, Jessica, but it occurred on the 14th. And we began investigating a short time after that.
Do you know if he's been with the app for some time? His history with them?
I don't know the history there. No.
Was this the first interaction between the victim and this masseuse, or had they had a long-term relationship with the client before? Or?
I don't know that background, and I should say that because this individual has now been charged and it's before the courts, there's not a lot that I can speak of with regards to the specific evidence of this case. But with that specific question, I don't know the history.
And what would you say is most concerning about this? I mean, this happened in someone's home. It's in private. I mean, what's the most concerning thing about this?
We always encourage people to take precautions for their personal safety. We recognize that this is a digital world, and people are looking for convenient ways to do business, and using the internet, using apps is a form of convenience for people. It's important for people to take precautions, and those precautions include whether it's an app like this or any other social media app. Do your business in public if you can. We encourage people, if they're buying and selling items, to do it in a public place. Come to the lobby of the police station and do it. Meet somebody in public. If you're feeling uncomfortable or uneasy, have somebody else around. Just take some precautions to guard against your personal safety. That said, the victim in this case did nothing wrong and did not deserve what happened to her.
Has this guy been on the radar before? Any complaints in the past?
I don't have any background on that. Yeah.
You releasing any photo of him?
No.
And you mentioned that he was self-employed. He did not have a business in your investigation that you found. Did he have a location, an office, nothing like that?
I'll leave that background for you to look into. What I can tell you is that this individual was using an app to book clients for home massage services. Anything else on this topic?
Well, you sort of spoke to it about the use of an app, but we're seeing Uber come into the market. We're seeing these apps, which are technologies. When people use the technologies, is there not a business responsibility to the app provider? So that this particular app provider, is it located in Vancouver, or is it located overseas? Are they?
I don't know specifically where this provider is located.
But from a policing point of view, how would you, get them to do the due diligence and so that you know who you're dealing with on the service?
I'm not sure if I understand what your question is.
Like, the same would be with drivers, but this masseuse, how do you have that relationship with the app provider to get that information?
I'm sure. I'm still not sure where you're going with this. What I can tell you, we have been working with the app provider, and they have been cooperative with our police investigation. Okay.
Any information about the MVA on Marine Drive this morning?
Yeah. So there was a motor vehicle accident that occurred earlier this morning that involved a vehicle that struck a power pole. Marine Drive has been closed down in both directions, southwest Marine Drive. I believe it's between Blenheim and Balaclava. Blenheim and Balaclava. The driver of that vehicle was taken to hospital. Does have some serious injuries. The road's going to be shut down until about 6 o'clock tonight. Our work is pretty much done down there. Our collision investigation unit was down there investigating, but the road is still going to be shut down as a result of the damage to the pole. So it will cause some traffic disruption down there.
There have been a couple reports on social media from businesses on Industrial Avenue about harassment, female customers and staff at a gym there and a doggy daycare, saying that harassment cases have been up, women have been followed, there was an attempt to lure 2 women into a vehicle. Has the DPD had any reports of harassment this month?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that. It's the first I've heard about it. But if you want to shoot me an email, I can look into that for you and get back to you. Okay. Thanks.
Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
have there been, just since the announcement on Monday, have there been any major incidents in the park? How are things going? And are you anticipating an increased police presence around 6 o'clock?
So there's a few questions rolled into one there. For us, as I've said before, we have a high visible police presence throughout the neighborhood, and we always do. So if you're down there, you're going to see police officers in uniform, as is standard. Our job is to keep the peace, to ensure public safety, and to respond to incidents as they arise. I'm not aware of any significant incidents that have occurred there over the since we last talked a couple of days ago. But you'll continue to see police officers in the neighborhood.
Any plan around the deadline?
No, and I'd refer you to City Hall for more information about how this will progress once the general manager's order expires at 6 o'clock today. I think it's 6 o'clock today.
Thanks.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.